How's it going, everybody? Two-Step Jake here. Gonna do a quick overlook at Tera Rising with its release just hitting our computers. For those of you that don't know, Tera Rising is the free-to-play of Tera. Just went free-to-play on the 5th, so I figured with you know, the game going free-to-play, we do a quick overview, kind of look into it, see what the game's like, and kind of go over a little bit of it. Terra is one of my favorite games when it comes to MMOs. The combat is just completely satisfying despite all of the MMO aspects of it. It's a very awesome, intense combat gameplay, and I'm just gonna kind of go over making characters and what you start out with and all that. My favorite thing about this game is, despite there being so many different races, it's one of the few games where everybody comes together to fight a greater evil, which is cool to me. So it's not, you know, divided. All right, getting into the character creation screen. Gonna take a look at the different races that you can be, and of course, you know, there's human. There's a bunch of different races, and I'm just going to kind of show you all of them right now. You know, the human is your run-of-the-mill human. After that comes the Castanic, which is Nephilim, if you will, kind of the game. Sexy tan, Nephilim. Then we have the Amon, which are like the demon kind of characters. The Castanic are kind of like the mid between the human and the Amon. Which is, you know, I like them. They're cool. They've got that dark look to them. After that comes the Purpuri. They are just these plump little furry creatures of awesomeness, which is always a good time. Doesn't matter what you're doing, it's always fun. Then we have the Ellen, which are for the lolly lovers out there. They are the oldest of all of the different races. They're like 8,000 years old or something like that. Then we have the Baraka, which are kind of like the ancient beings. I like them a lot. I like the whole background of just being this, you know, not really human or you know, any sort of mix. It's just you're this huge ancient thing. And then of course, you know, the High Elf. Nothing too new here. Voluptuous boobies. It's you know, it's you know, your run-of-the-mill High Elf. So and you know, that's all the 7 different races that you can be. We're gonna go ahead and make a Purpuri just because they're awesome. Now for the different classes, it doesn't matter what race it is that you pick. It has no hold over what kind of class you can play, which is cool. So it gives you that customizing ability. The first class is a warrior. He is a sustained DPS or an evasive tank, which is a lot harder to do than, you know, your run-of-the-mill just absorb damage tank. It's about keeping aggro and getting the fuck out of the way when shit starts to attack. So it's a different kind of tanking. It's a lot of fun though. The gameplay on it is awesome. Just, you know, rolling around and dodging and all of that kind of stuff is always fun. But I mean, every class has their own kind of dodge, so, and we'll see that later on in some of the later videos. I'll show a bit of hopefully every class. But just to keep going, our next one is the Lancer. This is your run-of-the-mill tank, your absorption tank. It is taking hits and keeping the attention of all of the enemies. Next is your Slayer. This is your burst DPS melee. Instead of wearing metal, though, or plate armor, he wears leather, so it's different. Plus your sword is just massive beyond all belief. So I mean, this is one of the DPS, melee DPS that you can play as, which is cool. The second one that you have is a Berserker. He is a burst DPS and your plate wearing your plate-wearing melee character. You get a large axe, and good times ensue. Your sorcerer is your ranged casting magic kind of character. I like how they use a disc as kind of like your portal for all of your spells. It's not just you. It's you know a disc that has all of this magic into it, and you channel it. Next is your archer, which I think I'm gonna probably end up making just to continue with this tutorial. It's your archer. You know, bow attacks and all that. I believe they have traps. I'm not 100% sure. It's one of the few classes I have yet to play. Next is your priest, and this is your primary healing class. As you can see, we're Master Fu here. You know, it's the healing in this game is a lot of fun, and to me, I've done a lot of healing, and somebody's trying to get a hold of me. I've done a lot of healing in games, and I enjoy the healing in Tera. It's a lot more in your face and kind of like, you know, get your blood pumping, which is, you know, everything in this game. So the priest, you know, is your main healing class, and then the second healing class that we have is called a mystic. Now the mystic is a support more than anything else. He's you know, got a bunch of auras and buffs and things like that, but I also like the healing aspect to him. Is when you're healing with him, it's kind of first come first serve, or if you need it, you drop little balls of health, and people pick them up as they need them. So I mean, you do have, you know, healing spells, but I like the aspect of, you know, being able to do a little bit of damage while you're healing, and then, you know, when people need health, they come and get it themselves. It's cool. They also have little minions called thralls. You know, one heals, one gives buffs, and the other is your DPS. So let's go ahead and make an archer. Just because it's a class I haven't played yet. Now into the customization. One of my favorite things about any game is customizing your character. They have all kinds of pre-built appearances. Here, you know, you got yourself a panda, a dog, and then another panda. We have a hamster here. I think he's French. An adorable kitty, a bunny, and then a cheetah, and of course an adorable dog. So first thing after that is your tail, which is awesome. I believe that any game that has any sort of animal type needs to have tail customization, and, you know, you have a decent amount to choose from. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time here. We're just going to kind of choose and go. After that is the face, and you can, you know, pick from a good starting point, you know, just because, you know, this is what the picture looks like, and, you know, this isn't what you're going to necessarily be stuck with. There's all kinds of different things that you'll have control over later on. So let's just go ahead and let's go ahead and pick something here. I haven't made a cute dog yet, so let's do that. And then all you know, all different shades and colors you can pick. You know, a dark dog, a light dog. I think that one was sick. We're just gonna go ahead and go with a nice brown puppy. And now we have the tattoos, makeup, and adornments. You know, changes the kind of look. You got a dog with stars on his ears and fucking, I don't know what those are, spirals maybe. And then, all right, this is what Snooky would look like if she was a dog. I think I'm gonna keep that. Yeah, we're gonna make a Snooky dog. And then, you know, you have, you know, a more in-depth control over what it is that you want to, you know, do with your character. I like messing with the ears. I don't know why. It's just, it's kind of like what I like doing. So we're gonna go ahead and make him have super long ears. And you know, that looks good to me. You can also preview gear, which is cool. It's not, you know, I've seen a lot of games that let you do this, but it's in some of those games, this is your end game gear, which kind of takes the fun out of it. This is just gear that you can get throughout the game. This is not necessarily what you will get at the end of the game. It's just, you know, a preview of some of the stuff that, you know, your character can wear and kind of show you it. I don't know who that is, but they really want to talk to me. So let's hurry this up. And then, of course, you know, you get to select a voice, which is always fun. Let's go ahead and go through, you know, see what one. fix the dog. We'll go with this one. Yeah, we'll stay with that one. As for a name, we'll just, we'll go with the old standby. So, that's your character creation screen, guys. It's pretty run-of-the-mill, pretty simple, but also at the same time, it's a character creation screen. It goes as in-depth as you want it to be, and it doesn't really hold you back. You're making the kind of character that you want to make. So, I mean, that's pretty much it, guys. I plan to, do a couple more videos. Maybe I might go over each class individually. We'll see where the rest of this takes us, but before this gets too long, I'm gonna go ahead and head out, guys. But as always, just keep on having fun, keep gaming, rate, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. That's it, guys. Take it easy.